Hi, I'm Gary McDowell. I'm the Food Innovation Manager here at Deli Lights, and today I'm going to show you how to do a deep fried raspberry jam and ice cream sandwich. So the ingredients that we need for doing this, first of all we're going to make a raspberry and ginger jam. So I've got some frozen raspberries here, some jam sugar and some pickled ginger. Then we have to make a nice light batter. So in here I have some self-raising flour, I have some sparkling water and some milk. We're going to use a really good quality ice cream, some white bread. We're going to make a creme anglaise or a sauce anglaise. So we've got some eggs, we've got cream, vanilla and sugar, and then we're going to finish it off with some flambéed raspberries, which will be flambéed in a little bit of sugar and whiskey. So first of all we're going to make the raspberry jam. So in with our raspberries. So I have about 200 grams of raspberries here, and I have 200 grams of jam sugar. So we just want to mix that up, and then we're going to add in just a little bit of pickled ginger, and that's just to really give it a point of difference or something that isn't your typical flavour. So the next thing that we're going to prepare is our batter. So in here I have some self-raising flour, pinch of vanilla powder, also a good pinch of caster sugar. To this I'm going to add in some milk, and for that extra little bit of lightness I'm going to use sparkling water here. You want to make sure that you don't have any lumps in there. So once the raspberry jam has come to the boil, you want to put some onto a plate and test that it doesn't move, that it actually sets. Once that comes together, then we will transfer our jam and we'll leave it to one side. So next up we're going to make our creme anglaise or our sauce anglaise. Into this we're going to add about 75 grams of sugar and the all-important vanilla. So as the cream starts to come to the boil, you want to add that to your egg yolk and sugar mixture. And then what we want to do is return this to the pan, and then we're going to just cook that through with the egg yolks. We want it to come to a coating consistency that when we run our finger along the back of the spoon, that the custard is at a thick enough consistency. Okay, so next now we're going to do the main part of the dish. So I'm going to take my bread here, going to give a nice generous coating of the jam. Then I'm taking my ice cream, and I'm going to cut it into slices. We just finish it off and make sure that you have it well covered and that it's inside. And we're going to put the top slice on and really give that a good tight squeeze. So once you've got the crust cut off and it's tidied up, you want to put that into the freezer to allow it to set. Okay, so next we're going to do the flambé raspberries, which we will put over the product to finish it off. We're going with some nice fresh sweet raspberries here and a little bit of extra sugar there. We need to give it a bit of a helping hand. We like that, and that leaves us with a nice flambéed raspberry to finish it off. So now that your sandwich has had time to set and firm up, dip it in your batter that you have previously made, and then gently into your hot fat in your fryer. So when your sandwich is nice and crispy on both sides, you want to just take it out and tap it off any excess fat. Transfer that into our cinnamon sugar and just give it a toss in that to make sure it's nicely coated. So to finish the product off, we're just going to garnish it up. So we're going to use our custard that we made. So I have a nice slate here waiting for me. I want some raspberry coulis on there too. Then we'll slice our sandwich in half. And you can see there that the ice cream's nicely melted. And then we will finish that off with our flambéed raspberries and finish it off with a nice piece of mint. And there we have it, deep fried jam sandwich with vanilla ice cream.